Good afternoon, everybody. Darius again from Cool and Save. Today we're going to do a couple installations. We're going to show you how to install the basic kit, and we're also going to show you how to install the expansion kit as well as the accessory kit. So in just a few seconds we'll show you how to get this thing going, but we have the Cool and Save basic kit, the 101, that has your filter, all the tubing that you need, misting arms, some nozzles, and the patented flapper valve. And then we'll get to the expansion kit and the accessory after that, if that's something that you need to hook up to your HVAC system. So let's start off with the basic package, and we'll be right back. Okay, everybody, I'm sure it's hot where you are, pretty hot where I'm at, so let's make sure we get this Cool and Save installed ASAP so we can start cooling off the house. So, once again, here we have our Cool and Save basic package. On the back of the front label, we have some installation instructions. Pretty simple. That's the thing about Cool and Save, is 5 easy steps, no tools required. We're going to show you how quickly we can get this thing rigged up and installed and cooling off the house. So set that off to the side and take some inventory, shall we? So we have our 3 misting arms. The misting arms actually come with nozzles, brass nozzles, 20 feet of tubing to get from your water source to your HVAC unit. This is the hose swivel that actually attaches to the water source. You can either attach it straight to that water source, or you can go out to the hardware store, buy yourself a splitter. That way you can use your hose in your yard and it won't affect the Cool and Save installation. Most important piece today, the patented flapper valve, Cool and Save. Here's where the magic happens. Finally, the filter. This is a 3-month filter. You want to make sure, it's always a good idea to have a spare of these on hand. This is a 3-month filter. It's going to get you through most of the season. You can go on coolandsave.com, order spare filters. Always good to have one in the garage. That way you can throw it on mid-season. All right. So this installation you're gonna see is going to be pretty quick. So let's get to it, shall we? Good one. Okay. So step 1, we're going to attach the feeder hose to our water source. Now, in this instance, we're lucky. Our hose spigot is actually pretty darn close to our HVAC, so 20 feet that comes with the basic unit is going to do the job. In the event that your water source is further than 20 feet from your HVAC system, never fear. We do have the Cool and Save accessory kit, which gives you 20 additional feet of hose with all of the connectors to make sure that we reach the unit in question. So let's take a look at how we do this. Very, very simple. So, as mentioned before, if you want to go down to the hardware store and grab a splitter, totally up to you. Otherwise, this hose swivel simply screws right on to the water source, and then you want to, as neatly as possible, move the tubing around to the side of your HVAC. You get it sized up, and then we're going to attach it to the paddle. Okay, everybody, now comes the fun part. We're going to install the patented Cool and Save flapper valve. And what you want to do before installation is make sure that you find the optimal place for airflow to be able to lift the paddle. Sometimes if the air actually coming out of the top fan portion can actually create a dead spot if it's up against a wall, or if you have different swirling air around the side of your home. So you want to make sure you turn the fan on and then sort of twist and turn. Make sure that there's full lift on the paddle before actually installing, before actually taking the adhesive off and sticking it on there. Because once you put it on there, she's on there. Okay. So I've actually already tested out this unit. So what we want to do is peel the adhesive off. Very simple, and it's still very sticky. Give it a good press, and she's on. Then you want to take the tubing, pull it around, since you've already measured off how far that's going to take to get to the blue inlet valve. A simple pair of scissors should do. Just cut it off and firmly press into the blue inlet valve. where we install the inline filter. We say inline because it's going to literally go in line. So between the water source and the paddle flapper valve, you want your filter to be in between. That way it can filter out all the impurities. Again, very, very simple. As you'll notice, kind of tuck this one behind and then it's going to go behind the HVAC. So I figure the filter should be in good shape if it's, you know, sitting on the ground, something like that. Okay? So again, very, very simple. Take your scissors, clip, insert into the push lock fitting. Take the other side into the push lock fitting. There is no wrong way you can do this. So the water flows equally in and out. So there's no out or in. So just cut, snip, place, and you're good to go. Okay, we're getting close. This thing's almost installed, and like I told you, it only took us a few minutes, right? So we're up to the misting arms. So what you want to do is I usually start with the front one. That way you can make sure that your coverage is good. So you want to make sure that these misting arms generally sit nicely right in front of the covered area. You'll notice that there is some wire inside that's actually extruded. So I don't know if you actually saw that, but I was able to actually kind of bend that and put it in place to where it's about an inch away from the unit. It's pretty optimal. You want to do that for all three misting arms. So I'm going to go ahead and put these in. I'll catch you back here in a second. Okay, everybody, we're getting close. This thing's almost good to go. As you can see, I did install the other two misting arms. And one of the last things that we're going to be doing is installing the brass misting nozzles. But before we do that, we want to make sure that there's no pebbles, there's no minerals, there's no impurities that are going to actually block the valve or block the system. So what you want to do is run a little bit of water through the tubing. That way you can make sure that everything's free and clear of any type of debris. So what you're going to want to do is turn the water source on, and you'll notice that there is no water coming out. Why is that? The flapper valve, everybody. So if we're actually going to lift this up, we've got water. Now, a lot of people think, that doesn't look like a lot of water. That's because it's open right now. Once we install these misting nozzles, you're going to see a big difference. Be right back to show you that. Okay, last step, installing the misting nozzles. I've already put two of them on. I'm going to show you how easy it is just to simply screw that on. Why don't you come on tight, that way we can check it out. Pop it onto the end, give it a little twist, and you're good to go. Now, I'm going to show you how this happens manually, and then we're actually going to turn the unit on in a second, and you'll see it work automatically. But once that unit turns on, you've got mist. Now let's turn this thing on and show you how it works. Guess what, everybody? The magic of mist. It's now turned on, as you can see. The fan has raised the valve. The mist is now cooling your unit to achieve indoor temperatures a lot quicker, a lot more efficiently, and all because of the Cool and Safe. So I wish you a happy summer, a happy chill for your home. Please enjoy the Cool and Safe. Let us know if you have any questions. Give us a call or jump on coolandsafe.com. Make sure you have extra filters. Have a great summer.